Hello and welcome to the course Indian Knowledge System and Environment. I am Dr. C. Karthik Deepa, Assistant Professor, Department of Education, Avinash Lingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore. Let us embark on the meaningful journey of knowing the vast traditional system of India and its relevance to the sustainable environment.
Available as a
Join with
MOOC
me.
on SWAYAM. Each week, we will explore unique aspects of the Indian knowledge system, examining how it promotes ecological awareness. Throughout the 15 weeks of this course, you will engage in weekly quizzes and subjective assignments designed to deepen your understanding and encourage reflection. In addition, live discussions will provide an interactive platform where you can clarify your doubts and share insights. At the end of the course, there will be a comprehensive computer-based final examination organized by National Testing Agency consisting of objective questions carrying 15 marks to evaluate your overall grasp of the material. Let's see the need and importance of the course. India possesses a vast and time-tested reservoir of ecological wisdom. Indian knowledge system encompasses oral traditions, classical texts, and local practices rooted in sustainability. It emphasizes living in harmony with nature, essential for addressing today's global environmental challenges. It also supports the vision of NEP 2020 by promoting the integration of indigenous knowledge into modern educational system. The main objectives of the course are to introduce the historical and philosophical foundations of Indian knowledge systems, examine the environmental ethics and sustainable practices embedded in Indian knowledge system, showcase real-world applications and contributions of Indian knowledge system to sustainability across agriculture, health, architecture, and more. Encourage critical analysis through diverse case studies from across India and equip learners with tools and strategies to incorporate Indian knowledge system based environmental learning in educational settings. At the end of this course, you will gain a deep understanding of the origins and classifications of the Indian knowledge system, appreciate its sustainable practices in areas such as agriculture, healthcare, and water management, and explore the ethical principles that guide it. Most importantly, you will be equipped to apply these traditional insights to address contemporary environmental and societal challenges. We begin in week 1 with the foundations and epistemology of Indian knowledge systems. Here, we will explore what Indian knowledge system is, its definition, scope, and unique characteristics. We will also understand how knowledge was preserved through oral and written traditions and compare Indian and Western approaches to knowing the world. Week 2, we dive into ancient Indian environmental ethics, drawing from the Vedas and Upanishads. We uncover how concepts like cosmic order, dharma, and Panchamuha Buddhas, the 5 elements, shape an ecological worldview rooted in balance and sustainability. Week 3 brings us to Ayurveda and ecological balance. We will explore how traditional health practices were intricately tied to the environment, from the use of medicinal plants to seasonal living, reflecting a profound interdependence between human life and nature. In week 4, we focus on Vrikshayurveda and traditional agriculture. Ancient Indian texts on plant science and farming practices reveal time-tested methods of organic farming, biodiversity conservation, and eco-friendly land use, many of which remain relevant today. Week 5 turns to the stars of Indian astronomy, geography, and ecology. We explored how traditional calendars were used to understand environmental cycles, weather patterns, and agricultural planning. In week 6, we explore water management in ancient India. From the sophisticated step wells of Gujarat to the irrigation tanks of South India, we uncover ingenious water conservation methods rooted in local ecology and community participation. Week 7 immerses us in forests and wildlife in Indian tradition. We examine how forests, sacred groves, and animals were revered in ancient scriptures and how this reverence shaped policies and practices of wildlife conservation. In week 8, we explore architecture and Vastu with environmental sensibility. We discuss how Vastu Shastra, temple architecture, and vernacular buildings were designed in harmony with natural elements and climatic conditions. Week 9 centers on yoga, mindfulness, and ecological consciousness. This week links inner awareness with outer sustainability, emphasizing how ancient yogic practices promote not just personal well-being but also an ecological balance. In week 10, we journey through folklore, literature, and ecological storytelling. Indian epics, Bhakti poetry, and oral traditions like the Panchatantra hold deep environmental messages conveyed through metaphor, myth, and moral tale. Week 13 highlights
Week 11
environmental is a celebration of festivals, rituals, and eco-conscious practices. From planting saplings to worshipping rivers, Indian festivals are nature-centric and rooted in sustainable and community practices. Rooted in week indigenous, we learn from indigenous communities in environmental practices. We look ahead, we will study the education and integration traditional Indian knowledge in sustainability. Daily life, we examine the NEP 2020 focus on Indian knowledge system, curriculum integration, and how these systems can contribute to national and global sustainability goals. Finally, in week 15, we conclude with contemporary innovations and future directions. We explore how youth, researchers, and eco-entrepreneurs are reviving and reimagining traditional knowledge for climate resilience, digital documentation, and sustainable development. Through these 15 weeks, you won't just learn about the Indian knowledge system. You will discover how they offer timeless ecological insights and how they can inspire sustainable action in the modern world. Join us in this journey of rediscovery where tradition meets transformation and ancient wisdom lights the path to a more sustainable future. Thank you for joining in this journey of Indian knowledge system and environment.